Hi, welcome to this video day. It's the 31st of December. It's Monday, the final day of the trading year. In this video, what I want to do is go through my favourite trade setups as we move in to the new year. I also want to give some tips for beginners in terms of catching and holding long-term trends. Now, I think 2019, we're going to see some really great trends in the market. And if you look at the markets at the moment, volatility has picked up over the last week or so, and I just see it picking up even more in the new year. Now, if you are looking to catch big trends, okay, then you won't have to spend much time on your analysis, and you want those big trends, 500 pips or more to increase your bottom line profits in your account. Now, we do have a swing trading strategy as well, but I'm going to be focusing on how we trade long-term trends and our favourite trade setups as we see them right now. So what we will do is go and look at some charts. I'm just going to look at them for the final time this year, see if there's anything I need to write in my PM updates. I'm going to use the charts from our member centre, but please do keep in mind when I'm doing my analysis, it is my view as of right now. It can change in line with the market conditions. If you want all our trading techniques, our daily technical analysis of 14 major Forex pairs, you can click on the link beneath this video and get live access to our member centre. Right, let's go and take a look at the trade setups. Right, we're in our member centre. Just very quickly for new viewers, I'm just going to explain how we do our analysis. Now, in terms of our trades, when we put them in, they're always through daily levels. So we'll just put the order in advance and want to get triggered. We don't do market orders. We do not drop down to smaller time frames. Okay. Now we only want to keep our trend lines to a minimum. We just want to focus on the big levels where there's going to be big order flow around them. To find those levels, we use the weekly charts. See if they back up the daily levels. That will make them more valid. And we'll use the CFTC net traders positions, which is a key part of our strategy in terms of it keeps the technical simple, and it warns of turning points on a chart and can also warn of how far a trend might run, because it gives you the big money where it's sitting behind the chart. And when you see charts at the moment, we'll have a good few trades that are up 300 pips or more, some up, well, one up, I think near enough 700 pips. And that's all due to the CFTC net traders positions. Now, in terms of the data, just for new viewers, it's totally free. Just go and look at it yourself each week on the CFTC website. This week there is no report, just simply because of the government shutdown. But generally what you're looking for, I'm going to do a really in-depth video on reading the CFT net traders data. I mentioned it in videos and we do trade setups, but for anyone new watching, we're just looking to see what non-commercial speculators are doing against commercials. Commercials are hedgers. They're the smart money. They're right at big market turning points. Okay, so we want to trade with the commercials. And I've done a lot of individual videos on the yen. You can see on the Japanese yen, we just do the simple ratios. Speculators 4.8 to 1, shorts over longs. Commercials 3.6 to 1, longs over shorts. They're bullish of the yen, the commercials. Speculators are bearish, and the bigger the number here, the bigger divergence, the more we're interested in it. 8.4, and the commercials generally bullish of the yen, and we've got plenty of decent yen trades. Now, I won't go through all these individual pairs, but when you look at it each week, you get used to seeing a currency that might have run too far, and it's the NZD on this one. And you can see three divergences here. One of them just below 10, one of them just above 10. This one's been a rapid change. Okay, I'll look at these pairs in a moment, but it's a very useful tool. I recommend anyone go and study it. And my in-depth video, I'll try and do it tomorrow or maybe January the 2nd if I'm feeling a bit hungover. Right, now, in terms of pairs to look at, let's look at four pairs that are not majors. I'll go to the majors in a moment. These pairs really interest us, and I'm actually just going to make the charts a little bit bigger. This is kind of the perfect example of a COT trade, CAD JPY. And yeah, we're using currency grading a lot at the moment, and with grey currencies from risky to safe. Okay, now the yen is the safest currency of all. We've got a little nervousness in the markets, and the CAD is very sensitive to risk, as all commodity currencies are. So yeah, we're looking for risk off to continue. So we're bullish of the JPY, bearish of the CAD. Now up here, COT divergence of +10. We can sell. As we came down, the commercials remained short. You can see it's a big move, 88.65 down to below 81. So well over 700 pips, okay, near enough 800. Now, in terms of the trend lines, you don't need many. First level of resistance, 82. And I've got this level here where my stop is behind. I put a trajectory in as well. That's as complicated as I want to make this one. And you know, I say this frequently in videos, you don't want to have too many trend lines. Okay, keep it to a minimum and use realistic stops. You know, don't bring your stop in too tight because you just get bumped out of big trades. If you want to take half out, then that's okay. Then you're still in the market. You've always got the opportunity to drop half back in on a rally or a break lower. But this has worked out really well. Another trade I really like is this one, GBP NZD. Now, the NZD is the most overbought currency on COT net traders positions, and the pound is just deeply oversold. It's discounting a lot of bad news. Okay, and yeah, we feel the GBP is going far higher and come up quite nicely. We're in at 185.35. Moved our stop tight now to 188.50 to lock in just over 300 pips. We're at the 190 level when I did this chart earlier. I think we go all the way to 2. And I did have a big loser in this, so this is just making up for that. Okay, let's have a look at GBP NZD very quickly to see what it's doing this evening. It did come through the levels, come back, but I'm still happy with this trade. If we are stopped out, then it's still a decent profit, but I've got a feeling we should run on after the new year. NZD CAD. This trade here hasn't yet come to fruition, but I think it looks a great risk-reward trade. In terms of currency grading, of the commodity currencies, the CAD for us is the strongest going forward. Simply, it's had its sell-off, okay, on the NZD's had its rally, which is why is the CAD, the strongest going forward? Because it's exposed to the US. NZD and AUD are exposed to China, and China's slowing up fast. So I like the look of this one short, and the commercials, we covered this in an individual video, they had a big long position right up to here. They got rid of their longs and went short. Speculators went long against them. And you can see how we struggle into 92. Low volatility, that points to a big move. Just think through here, we'll go all the way down, back to chart lows. But this one hasn't come to fruition, but as a long-term trade, I like it. And I've got quite a wide stop as well. I'll probably bring that down actually to 92.80. But a lot of potential in this one, in my view. This one here, USD try. I like it for a small position, okay, and there's a reason why. Now, the Turkish lira, it's got a really high interest rate on it. That's the only reason it's pushed the USD down, 24%. Now, I'm looking for big risk off, and the USD, I think, will firm up behind the yen. I'm a kind of USD bull on most currency pairs. And what I like about it is after we drop down, we come up and just hang around the 20-day moving average. And the volatility is just dropping and dropping and dropping. Now, that normally points to a big move. And I just feel that there's so many speculators short. They're just after that carry of 24%. They made some capital gains here as well. Now they're just kind of sitting. I just feel risk off will just push the USD up and then the carry trades will exit. It's a fast moving pair, only a small position is needed. And the scale of this chart is skewed by this big move up here, which is about 40%. So you go up there, that's a really decent move. Right, let's go and look at some major pairs. If we take the Euro USD, and I know a lot of traders are really focused on it, it hasn't done anything in the last few weeks, really. If you look at it, what's the range? It's just under 300 pips. You've got other currency pairs that are doing that in a few days. It's not a pair really for me to have a big focus on. I do think it's going down though. I think this is a really strong level here. And come back through 114. Eventually we're going to come down, I think, and test this, sort of the double bottom and break it. And then we'll go off to the downside. Huge problems in Eurozone. But yeah, I wouldn't have a major focus on this pair at the moment because the volatility is so low. British pound. Basically, like I said earlier, a pound is deeply oversold. I'm just looking for a bounce here, and a significant bounce up to here. A lot of speculators short, and we have now poked through the 127 level. I think earlier on we got a little bit higher and we've come back. GBP USD. She's had to go at 128 and come off, but looking pretty firm. I just don't see much downside for the pound. So I just feel we are going to be going up to here. We shall see. But the pound for me, very oversold. AUD USD. AUD, any commodity currency is a risk currency. USD, second safe currency. 73.30 in. So basically, when we got up there and came back down, we just shorted it. And it's come down, it's bounced a bit. It hasn't changed much since the open today. I just don't see much upside in it. So first level of resistance, 71. And I've got my stop back behind this level. I think we could run down all the way to 65. Okay. Obviously a currency we really like, Japanese yen. 114, this level here, big commercial short position, was built up against the speculative long position. First trade in at 113.50, so it was over here. And then we banked out and came back in at 111.70. We missed about 70 pips of this move. But about 280 pips so far. We're now banked 50% again. We'll come in on a break of this level or on a rally, okay? This trend now I just think is starting. It's got a long way to go on the downside. 108, 104.50. I'm really looking for 100 longer term. The yen just so oversold. Again, with this one, we don't need too many trend lines. We can get back up to 111, but it's going to be tough to get through this level here, in my view, this double top. So stop back behind the level, see how she runs. Now, what do we got? The last one of the majors, USD CAD. Trading this one long for a good while since we reversed back up here, actually. We've had several trades in it. 133.35 in, and we're just above the 136 level earlier on today. I haven't checked this one. Where are we? Yeah, not much change. So the USD's had a decent rally. My own view of this one is we could pull back. Yeah, obviously oil plummeted and USD pushed up on the CAD and probably a little bit over bought in the short term. Just got the stop bought up at the moment, might take half out, but I think if the USD does dip, it'll be a buy. Okay, now in terms of crosses, I want to go to one I really like. Where are my crosses? Euro JPY. I just feel this one is really going down a long way. I've done individual videos on it in a 129.50 on our latest trade, and down at the 126 level now, so 350 pips. Again, I don't see much upside. You can see my level here, 127, and I put my stop to protect some profit, but I just feel we're going a long way down. Yeah, the euro for me is going to break into a big downtrend. On the yen, I think it will on the USD eventually, but yeah, euro yen looks a really good long-term trade. I can't remember what this one's doing tonight. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, she's soft, so that looks okay. Euro GBP. Euro, big move up. Okay. Coming back. We're already short, but yeah, just really where we sold it. I think now it's got to get through here, and then she's off to the downside. I said pound very oversold in our view. We will look at Euro GBP. What's that one doing tonight? Yeah, quite spiky, but she's come back off the lows, but I still like the look of it, so we'll hold that one. Euro CAD, I'm looking for a reversal here, just as a swing trade. It's actually not my favourite trade. I just cover it for a lot of people who like it. I still think it's coming down though. It's looking a bit top heavy. So we'll see with this one. AUD CAD. This is very, very similar to NZD CAD. Yep, CAD is going to basically push the AUD and the NZD down in my view. 96.80 short. Nothing, no real profit here at all. Just a few pips. But that's a longer term trade, so we'll see. What else have we got that we like? Pair I really do like is, let's just go here. I like this one. The AUD NZD. I think this looks really good actually. NZD must overbought the majors, okay? And she's pushed her down, and you can see this sloping line I've drawn goes with this 20-day moving average, which has kind of been holding the price. Now we're sort of getting ready to break out. This has got a big COT divergence on it, with commercials heavily long, speculators heavily short. It's the biggest, second biggest divergence in a year, and that points to a big move up. I've got 109, 108 is certainly on the cards in my view. I haven't looked at this one tonight. Yeah, still hanging around the 20-day moving average. But no, I'd keep your eye on this one. I've got it well clear of resistance, 105.40 to come in, so just through those candles there. We'll see if it runs. GBP on the CAD. This one's doing really nicely. Again, we had a loser in this one, so making up for that, but it's 168.60 in, and now we're above 174, coming up to 175. So it's a really decent move. Yeah, we look at the euro, how much the euro's moved. It hasn't moved as much as GBP CAD. GBP CAD much more volatile. Always like the volatile pairs, but I think we'll go up to 176 there. CHF JPY, it's another JPY trade. I think looks okay, but it's pretty slow moving. And I just want to look at one more, which is NZD JPY. This is a pair that, yeah, we got a really good profit out of CAD JPY. Okay, I've reduced exposure there now and increased exposure here because the NZD is the most overbought of the commodity currencies. So short of 78.30, we did an individual video on this, and we're now below 74, so 430 pips. I think, yeah, again, this one could have a long way to run on the downside. I've got 68, it could even run on to 60. And I just don't see much upside in it, and I think it might have gone down this evening, actually. Yeah, she's down again. And yeah, in terms of when we've been looking at these charts, you can see from my comments and my technicals, we don't really need too much in the way of trend lines. And we do give, obviously, our trades daily, so it does kind of work. Obviously, we have our losers, but we do get some really decent winners. And just want to show you something on my personal pages before we finish. There's the stock market. Sorry, I can't get it straight. S&P 500. Obviously come down, and you got a rally today. I just feel the stock market's going to have more weakness, and that's going to strengthen the safe currencies over the risk. I just don't see this 20-day moving average being taken out. Just feel there's no good news really coming for stocks. I just feel we're going a lot lower. And if you look at the weekly chart and the big run up we've had, let me do it on a monthly chart. Probably makes it a bit clearer. That's from back in 2008, and now look at us. Yeah, it looks a decent fall, but really, to be fair value, I think it should be down here. So I think there's more stock market weakness to come. And one reason I'm still bullish of the USD is this chart here. It's interest rates, it's T-notes. If they're going up, that means the market is looking for higher US rates. When it's going down, the market is looking for lower US rates. And you can see how much the market has pared back US interest rates. Well, for me, in terms of the USD, that's quite bullish now, isn't it? Because the USD hasn't really fallen. So if it's going to gain on the safe haven flows, the interest rate perceptions are not going to get worse. I just like look of some USD longs. I'm cautious because it has been soft on a few pairs and not done much recently. But longer term, the USD going up with the yen, commodity currencies, the risk currencies, I think are going down. GBP is becoming the new year. Could surprise. Well, not surprise. It's already going up, but it could have more upside. And in terms of trading longer term trends, you can see if you use the COT and basically just back it up with very simple technical analysis, you will get nice long-term trends. So they're my favourite pairs at the moment, or pairs to look out for. So I hope everyone has a great new year, and it's a great trading year for 2019. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.